Government mourns victims of Marra Mountain landslide. More than 150 bodies of civilians liquidated on ethnic basis in North Darfur. Sharp exchange of accusation between Netanyahu and military chief on Gaza attack. Hello and welcome. The Sudanese government has mourned the victims of the devastating landslide in Marra Mountain, which claimed more than 1,000 lives following heavy rainfall. The Sovereignty Council extended heartfelt condolence to the families of the victims and to the Sudanese people, pleading to mobilize all available resources for relief efforts. Prime Minister Dr. Kamil Idris and his cabinet also expressed their sorrow, affirming the government's commitment to provide every possible form of support. The Federal Ministry of Health has confirmed that Khartoum state shows no evidence of chemical or radioactive contamination. The ministry said this conclusion is based on field measurements, medical surveillance, and official health report. Health authorities stressed that disease monitoring and response system remain active across all localities of the capital to ensure rapid action in case of emergencies. Meanwhile, the Advisory Council for Forensic Medicine confirmed that no death linked to the chemical weapon use have been detected. It explained that most health complaints are related to fever and headaches. The official spokesperson for the Joint Force, Colonel Ahmed Hussein Mustafa, revealed that the physical liquidation carried out by the militia against civilians in North Darfur are still ongoing, particularly on the road linking Al-Fashir to Tawila. He reported that more than 130 bodies remain laying along the road, in addition to 30 young men who were executed together in one place. Colonel Mustafa said the killings are ethnically motivated and have targeted all age groups without exceptions, including women and children. Minister of Minerals Nur Taha and his delegation met yesterday morning with Egypt's Minister of Investment and Foreign Trade, Hassan Al-Khatib, to discuss ways to strengthen economic relations and activating joint cooperation between the two countries. During the meeting, Minister Al-Khatib called for the formation of joint business council between Sudan and Egypt. He affirmed his readiness to lead the first delegation of Egyptian businessmen to Sudan and expressed Egypt's interest in expanding cooperation across various economic fields. He described the meeting as an important starting point for establishing clear principles for the future economic cooperation. For his part, Minister Noor al-Daim affirmed Sudan's aspiration for cooperation and investment and to benefit from Egyptian expertise in various sectors, contributing to the common interest of both countries. Khartoum locality held a joint meeting yesterday with the Committee for the Inventory and Collection of Destroyed and Abandoned Vehicles in Khartoum State to discuss cooperation on removing vehicles from roads and placing them in designated areas until they are handed back to their owners. The committee reporter, Director of Community Police Brigadier General Hassan Ahmed Abdullah, highlighted the scale of the task due to the widespread presence of the abandoned vehicles across the state, noting that Khartoum locality will serve as the starting point given its high concentration. For his part, the executive director of the Khartoum locality, Abdul Mun'im Al-Bashir, revealed that more than 15,000 destroyed and abandoned vehicles are currently scattered across the locality road. The Minister of Production and Economic Resources in White Nile State, Engineer Wisal Sheikh Farah, announced that 80% of the targeted areas for the summer agriculture season have already been cultivated. She made the statement while chairing the meeting of the State Committee tasked with ensuring the success of the summer season. The meeting also reviewed a detailed report from the Director of the Planning Department. The governor of the Red Sea State, Lieutenant General Mustafa Muhammad Noor Muhammad, held a meeting yesterday with a delegation from the Bin Amir tribes. In a press statement, the Deputy Nazir of the Bin Amir tribes in Khartoum State, Muhammad Noor, said the talks focused on the overall situation in Tokar locality, particularly the challenges posed by the torrents and floods. He also praised the efforts of the Red Sea State government under the leadership of the governor in supporting the people of Tokar. Tens of thousands of Israeli reservists began reporting for duty on Tuesday, ahead of a planned new offensive in Gaza City. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is pushing to escalate the campaign despite warnings from senior military ranks. At a heated security cabinet meeting Sunday, Netanyahu and his ministers clashed with military chief Eyal Zamir, who urged pursuing a ceasefire instead. Zamir warned that the operation could endanger hostages and further strain the already overstretched army. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday expressed gratitude to Chinese President Xi Jinping, whom he described as his dear friend, for the warm welcome during his visit to China. In remarks carried by the Kremlin official Telegram channel, Putin said both he and his delegation were pleased to meet again with the Chinese officials. He added that their close communication reflects the strategic nature of the Russian-China ties. This was your today's news by Sniper TV. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.